Used to.
Where's our video?
I don't know. I hit the wrong button.
Where my
Oh, I
UFO
hit
at?
background. I hit background. Yeah, I'm having that day. Dang it. Should I do it? Wait, let's do the timer again. Ready?
Yep.
I hit the right button. Oh, wait, and I'm on the wrong side. Wait, this looks weird. Hang on. There we go. Oh, I
Okay.
can't. Oh, there you are. I couldn't hear
Yeah.
you. I was like, wait,
No,
where'd you
we're
go?
good.
All righty. Hi, everybody. Hey, Carol. How you guys doing? Hey, Joe. Oh, happy. Well, it may be St. Patrick's for you, or for us, it's tomorrow.
No, right.
And I'm
We
very
got a
sad.
couple hours yet.
Right, and I'm sad that they didn't have Miss Shaughnessy, my leprechaun there. They
There
didn't
you
have
go.
any little thingies for it. I'm very disappointed in that because they have a ton for February for Valentine's Day, but there's none whatsoever for St. Pat's Day, and that's just wrong.
I know, right?
Mm,
It's a
I'm very
shame.
disappointed. You know.
Oh no, a blizzard.
Oh God, no! It. Did you have to turn your heat on?
No,
We've
but
had
I
to
wore
turn it on.
sweatshirts and sweatpants.
Well, we got the baby and the bird, so we've had to turn our heat
Yeah.
back on, and I have not been happy about that.
Oh, but
I
guess
know.
what? It's not going to go. Well, I hear it's not going to go to freezing. So
Oh,
we're
it
back
did
with the
here. We've
windows
had 2
open and stuff.
freeze warnings this week. So, yeah, it's been cold at night.
Yeah, I got a bell pepper. I got going out there, and I'm like, don't freeze, don't freeze, don't freeze. So far, it's
Oh,
like
man,
this
that would
big.
hurt.
It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
there.
Oh, my god. Yeah, the baby, by the way, is getting a haircut tomorrow.
Ah,
I
Mary
know.
turned it on. Caroline
Yeah.
hadn't turned it off yet.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Carolyn.
All right, Minnesota. You guys get like 6 weeks of summer, right?
Well, we get 6 weeks of winter, and right now I'm tired of my 6 weeks. By
No, no,
God,
no.
we're in Florida where it's
Okay.
warm. I wanna go back. Huntsville
No,
was too cold. Huntsville was way too cold.
no, no, no. Nope. I'm good with the cold. We don't need to rush into nothing.
Although, I haven't looked at Williamsburg yet. How cold is it gonna be up
I
there?
know me neither, but I was like, I think I'm just gonna leave my suitcase packed
I did.
because I
I
have flannel shirts and undershirts
that yeah, yeah.
and take a coat just in case it snows up there.
I have learned that now. Oh my god. I
I
like
know,
Christmas. I
right?
wanna live where she is. We get 6 hours of winter.
I know, right?
I want that place. Yeah, Kara's right. Summer is not to be envied. I don't like our summers, I will say that. Yeah,
Yeah, see?
yeah, no. I don't like extreme weather. I like it just my Goldilocks, just right. Not too hot, not too
There
cold.
you go. Oh my goodness.
I know, right? Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Could I
goodness.
this is a good one. Could I delete her from the books? I could, but I think with the book, you're gonna feel a little more sympathetic because you do get her point of view more in and look what I have. I have the books. Look at this. Yay. So here we
Yay.
go. There's sticks. Look at those beautiful, beautiful gold edges. And what I really wish is that everybody could feel the pages because the pages are just so soft and cuddly. And I've got one. I can
And
never
it's a how
find it.
about like action and tragedy and joy?
Yeah, right? I got find the photographs. Hold on, there we go. And just look how lovely these things are. They're just so see, oops,
Mm,
how pretty.
they are pretty. Oh my gosh.
I know, right? They just came out so well, so pretty. Where's the other one? I think there.
Yeah,
I put them in there. I ought to remember what page I put them on. I didn't put them I'm not going to do the second one. Y'all know there's a second one in that one. And then,
oh,
yeah, here's Ash.
there
Oh,
you go.
pretty, 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 pretty. And I was smart in Ash. I put the bookmark on the. There we go.
Oh,
And oh, I don't think I showed it in the other one, did I?
uh-uh.
Beautiful. The end pages are just so cool. Oops, they came out
Wow.
so well.
Yeah,
So
they did. Oh
the
my gosh.
hardback, needless to say, the paperbacks. These are the trades. And I'm
Oh,
in my favorite
really?
picture. I'm sorry. I may never look like this again. For those who don't know, this is what happens to you. The perfect lighting, and both my makeup person, who I love, a good friend of mine was doing my makeup for me, and my friend Kyle was doing my hair. If I could have them travel with me, and I talked to Kyle a lot, going, "You got to travel with me. Come on." She's got two babies, unfortunately, but I'm like, "Make your husband keep them. Come travel with me, so my hair is it's perfect." But anyway, so yeah, but as you can see, they got the upgrade, so they have color photos in them.
Okay.
That's Ashes. This is Sticks, and they're nice glossy.
Oh my
Tiny,
goodness,
tiny,
yeah.
tiny, but they don't have the edging, unfortunately, because they're the
Well, it
paperbacks.
is what it is.
Oh, and I didn't show this.
Still beautiful.
Look how pretty. I
A
think they did
lot.
an amazing job, so I can't wait to see the next two.
I know, right?
I gotta finish writing that fifth one. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
They're doing a breaststroke all the way over. It's okay.
Exactly, right? When do we get to see new Dark Hunter and League books in stores again? That is
Oh,
entirely up to my publisher, who has not given me a date. Except for the League books, we are doing the novellas for Jane. I can still do those, and one of those should be out this summer. So big yay on that. So
that
they are
is.
coming. They are in the process, but sadly, I'm one person I can. I'm writing. I'm almost back up. I'm getting close to 20 pages a day, so I am getting my steam back, which is good.
It
So
is good.
yay.
Because you're feeling better too.
That yeah, oh my God. Yeah, Carol knows they put me on medication. That was what would cause my upper respiratory because I haven't had upper respiratory in years, as Carol knows because she's known me forever. And I haven't been sick like that in forever.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
And to have, every time I started to get better, it'd flare back up. I haven't had anything like that in, let's face it, 5 years. 5 years almost to the day.
Ta-da. Yeah.
You're only laughing because you know this is true.
I do know this is true.
Yeah.
Yep,
Us,
exactly.
well, go ahead. Go ahead, Hoggle. Here we go. I'll let you take this one, Carol. You up
Oh,
first.
I will. Glad you're still there.
I know. We didn't run him off yet.
Oh, I'm not going to be very good at this one.
He
Um,
told worlds. What are you talking about?
I don't. I don't see it as world building. Things have to work in a certain way, and that's where we go. I don't get into political systems or religious systems or caste systems, or I
I
don't.
do.
Yeah, I know, right? And I don't because everything hatches the way it hatches, and so I don't really know. I understand it, but I don't actually use it the way. Like, I mean, you literally have worlds that you've built. So that's way different.
There are two ways you can get started, but especially if you're doing it for the first time. Um, it's always easier to take something and build from that. Like, look at the world around you, especially if you've studied a lot of different cultures. You take like my daughter who's Japanese, the way Japan has evolved with their cultural customs and all that is radically different than ours. Their philosophies are very different than ours. And if you start looking at the cultures we know, you want to get to that bedrock of how did it start? Because every civilization has a beginning, and what was it about that environment those people and their lives that caused them to spin off. And I really study sociology and anthropology. That really is the best way, because then you understand why, certain religions believe what they do, certain groups believe what they do. In the League series, very early on, I had the one group who they had built, and I took it from Earth, which, the cathedral builders in Europe, so many people got crushed. You would have thought at some point they'd be like, oh, it's the Tower of Babel. We shouldn't be doing this. But they kept on building, even though so many of them died in the construction. Well, I took that one step further in my League series, where the people who did that, they were trying to build the big, huge, stone structure. It fell down and killed everybody. And they took that as an act of God, that they were committing hubris, and so they never would build a building above first floor because it obviously was offensive to their god. So, you look at things like that, and that's how you implement it. The main thing, though, when you're doing your world building, is be consistent. Whatever you do, make sure you remember the rules, you remember the culture. When it comes to the League, I started writing the League when I was, they were my childhood playmates. So things like the Book of Harmony, I've written passages out of the Book of Harmony for the Trezani my whole life. So I understand their religion. I know where it came from. And I go way, I've created their languages. You don't have to go that far. You really don't have to go that far. I just love to world build. That's like my shtick. So I'm the wrong person to ask. Ask another writer who has normal world building skills. 'Cause I even have a diagram where you can rotate my planets around. You can see how far it is to get from Karen to, say, Andaria. And I've got the schematics of the planets, and I can tell you what they're it's ridiculous, the oomph that these have. And Dark Hunter, I have
And I've
300,
seen them. They're there.
yeah, 300,000 years of history with all the divergent branches, and redonkulous what I have done. So I don't recommend. Listen to Carol. My way's hard. I do not know Jason. As soon as I know, I will scream it. But the thing about Jane's book, I do have to finish writing it. So I know it's not going to come out until, I'm hoping to get that wrapped up. Hopefully by, knock wood, I don't see wood, I'll knock my
It's
head.
on my paper and they
Hopefully
would.
by this summer. If I get it done by this summer, it should be out next year or 18 months from whenever I hand it in. So I'm working on it as fast as I can. And actually, there's a thing about Jaden. And I'll explain this. I have had to go back, like right now, in the middle of well, I had, luckily I did these. I think writing Jaden's book would have been exponentially harder, um, had I not done these, because it got my head really back into the world. But with Jaden, I've had to go back and read through the Dream Hunter books, just because I want to make sure I don't miss anything, that I've left something out there in detail that you guys want an answer to. I want to make sure I get those nice little, because let's face it, Jaden was introduced into the series almost 20 years ago. Yeah. What, 18 years, I think
Think
it
of
is.
it.
So there's a lot of material over 18 years of,
Hmm.
I want to make sure that every little thread, everything that you guys have had questions about, that I catch when I'm writing the book. So I am taking my time, and it is slowing down the writing process a little bit, but you know, I like working with Jaden. There's a couple of really good zingers in there.
Hmm.
And since
Ah.
we're, oh, well, okay. I have to show you guys, because we've been talking about the tarot cards. Here we go. Look at the nice edging. I know. Never mind the edging. Look at the front. And for those who are wondering, that is this may or may not be, we're going to have a tarot card, um, for the Kickstarter. That may or may not be what's going to be on your actual cloth, but that is the logo for Dark Hunter Armageddon. After I
Exactly.
finish Savitar, this is the next logo. So I'm very proud of that logo.
Yes,
I
that's
incorporated
gorgeous.
Ash's backpack with it. But for the tarot
Oh my
cards,
gosh.
we have the baggies, and the cards do fit. I did double check. That's the baggie.
Now's
These are
the
the
time to do
cards,
that.
right? This is what we
Yeah.
have down in Birmingham, and it's a very.
Right.
I don't know if we're going to go with the 10. We're trying to make these decisions for Kickstarter. This is the deck that we had there, and it's not final. So we're still working on finalizing 78 cards. Um, and let's see, what else do we have up here? Oh, we have these. Simmies are the one going out. These are the league casino
Okay.
chips. But the one we do for the tarot card, I guess I could take it out. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? I'm having that night. Here we go. Here we go.
There you go.
They're really cool. They're very heavy. I'm scared to death I might break one. I don't know. I haven't dropped it
Poker
on the floor. I
chips.
don't want. Yeah, they're very cool little poker chips. Weren't you telling me about some that you collect, like Harley Davidson or something? Or maybe not collect that you have or had seen? Or was that Nancy? Oh, wait, you're freezing. Uh oh. I think we might have lost Carol. Carol,
They're breaking up.
I heard none of that. What?
Mm,
I heard
I
nothing
know,
you
right? I
said.
didn't hear you neither.
Oh, what were you
I'm at
saying?
9 or 10. Were you talking about us collecting the poker chips between like $17 and $23
Oh, well,
at
yeah,
Harley
but I mean,
Davidson?
yeah, Harley Davidson. It was you. I couldn't remember if it was
Yeah.
you or Nancy who told me that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is the
Yeah.
wooden box, not the wooden box. Again, we're finalizing the art. I just did these to see what they would look like. But
Yeah.
they're gorgeous. They got a nice little velvet lining in them and a little helps if I can work a latch. But and then another
You
thing
got this.
right, another thing we're looking at, we found playing cards, which are very cool. So we may do. I don't know if we'll do this with the Kickstarter or just later for the
Oh,
store or
okay.
something. Then we have this is a smaller one, but it does come in a tarot card size. The thing we liked about this, though, it fits the trading cards that we've been
Yeah, see?
giving away for years. So, and then last but
So
not
you just
least,
collect all the boxes.
right? Last but not least,
I like that. I know, right?
and it's magnetic. And when you open it up, City! I love this is going to be the box. When I saw this, my mind was made up. This will be the box that the cards come in.
Okay.
We may have the wooden ones as an option, but yeah, and I really love this printer. This is probably the printer we're going to use.
Okay.
Well, they won't be glossy. Um, we'll make sure and matte them because glossy is too hard to deal with. But I love the gilded edges. They're just these are
Yeah.
magnificent, and they're the perfect tarot card size. So they're
And they won't slide out of your fingers.
narrow. So they're
Nice.
awesome. Yeah, I love these cards.
Nice.
So y'all get to see them. You're the first ones.
Well, a sneak peek anyway.
Right, a sneak peek. Yeah, so I get the rest of them done. Okay, are we
Yep.
able? Jack switch books.
That's cool. Yay. All
Thank
kind of
you.
new
Thank you.
things.
Are we able to get those books, or you got cut off, Jackie? You have to type your question again. All right, I'm looking for the questions now. I love all you guys. It's so good to be back. I know we have missed y'all so much. You have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I'm sitting here. I'm scanning for questions.
Okay.
Here we go. I found one. Are there any movies or shows about your books coming out? They are working on it, and that's really all I can say at the moment. I'm hoping to have more news really soon. Here's another one.
Yeah.
When is your goal to release the Avatar? For those, it's interesting because Carol and I have talked about this. When I first started writing, there was no independent publishing. Everything was done through traditional houses. And when I get questions like this, it's like it. I'm not independently published, so I have no. My goal doesn't matter. It's when the publisher decides they're going to put it in and or put it out with their machine. So it doesn't matter what my goal. My goal was to have it out, 4 years ago, but life got in the way of that, as we all know. Yeah, I as soon as I finish Jaden's Savitar's will be the next book I work on. So it should go. Savitar should easily go in, hopefully at the beginning of next year. But when they're going to bring it out, they're telling me right now it's going to be at least 18 months from when I hand it in. So my goal is the only thing I control is when I hand the book in. And that's, I've handed in a couple and I'm still waiting for release dates. Um, yeah, I wish I had control of that. I'm
Right.
trying. Is the language Ash speak Ash? Oh my God. I didn't do that. Oh God, thank God he's not a real person. He'd be really ticked off right now. Which are you talking about? The Karanti? The Karanti I made up completely, or Atlantean too. What would I? Yeah. So two of the languages that Ash speaks, they are mine. They're not a combo. They're unique. Same thing with like the Indirian and Trezani. Well, no, the Trezani is heavily based on Latin, so I can't take credit for that. There's a because that was one of the first languages that I constructed, and because I was young, I did it really heavily based on Latin. Um,
Which makes
but yeah,
sense.
the Andarians and Carinese are total fabrications in my head.
You
And
have to be
then,
ambitious.
huh?
Have to be really ambitious.
Yes, you can still get pre-orders through the Kickstarter program if you go to yearofasheron.com. I think it's scrolling through the bottom. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yearofasheron.com. You can still order the books. I think some of the boxes, but not all. We've sold out of a number of things, but everything that we have available is currently on that Kickstarter. The tarot card, we're going to put that Kickstarter up after we start shipping the first load of books. So we want to make sure the books go out as quickly as possible before we do anything else. That is so cool.
Nice that they allow you to do that.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah.
The rest of us are still hidden in the back behind the curtain.
Well, I did professional readings back when I lived in New Orleans, but I did not do them when I lived in Mississippi, I must say. One of the jobs that I had in Mississippi, I worked in a bookstore, and my job, courtesy of my manager, was a couple of times a week I'd have to go to the New Age books and pull all the pamphlets that had been left by lovely other people out. Yeah, there was a certain group, I will not say who, but yeah, they were always putting, "You're gonna burn in hell." I had to go pull those out. That was my job. So I did not do they weren't all like that. I mean, I lived in Jackson. Jackson, Mississippi is not like that. I lived in a very small town for a while, and it was a whole different ballgame there. So, yeah. Will the tarot cards be in stores after they're out? If the stores want to carry them, but I don't know. They will be available through us, and we'll have them on our Etsy. No, I don't know if they'll be in the Etsy store. Maybe in our Etsy store. I'm not sure how the Jake and Sherry are wanting to handle that, but they'll definitely be available in the Kickstarter. If stores want to carry them, we are more than happy to let stores order them. So
Just keep
that'll be
ordering, keep selling. Good to
yeah.
go.
Oh, I know about that. Yeah. Even some like Tisha's deck that we have a good friend who's a professional card reader. Her deck. Have you seen it or tried to shuffle it? I
Mm-mm.
think you saw it at DragonCon, didn't you?
No. So it
Mm,
was probably in her room.
okay. Yeah, her cards are so ginormous that she said, "Here, shuffle them." Maybe I have a hard time with her cards. They're huge. Oh, Mythic deck. Mythic same way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
They're
they are
thin.
large.
Yeah, they're thin and they're huge.
Yup.
I love that deck,
Exactly.
but my
Me
hands,
too.
I got baby hands. I have the hand, seriously, I have the hands of a third grader. I know this because when my sons were in third grade, I could pick their gloves out. If they fit my hand, I knew they'd fit the kid. So I have itty bitty baby hands. That's why we're going with this size. If you read from the Robin Wood deck or
Yeah.
Rider Waite, it's the standard, what
Yeah.
you're used to shuffling.
They are a little bit smaller.
Any tips or tricks for new DMs and D&D? Do you have any, Carol?
Always keep it moving, even if you have to go through and use NPCs. That's what Jim did. Two NPCs. It took all I could not to kill them every game. There you go. Because they would go bouncing down the hallway screaming and all this kind of stuff. I was like, I would shoot you. We
Our
are not
team
supposed to be making noise. Yeah, here, monster, monster, monster.
Oh my god. One of my DMs years and years ago, he used to always do the flaming monkey. Whenever he wanted to pick things up, he'd introduce a NPC, flaming monkey would come in and, like you said, keep it interesting, keep it moving. Yeah, I love my kids. So Maddie found my old D&D stuff. He comes in here, Mom, this is from 1982. It's original. I'm like, yes, I know, and I bought it when it came out. I hate you so much.
Exactly.
It's so old. Yeah, I don't like you anymore, son. Ah,
No.
yeah, I love my
Have
children.
all
They keep me humble.
ours in the chart. That.
Yeah. Will you consider an art book for the tarot art? We are thinking of doing that. I've got to get all these quotes I'm waiting on. So many quotes. That's one of them because, yeah, I think it'd be really cool to have. And one of the things that I'm thinking of doing is if we do an art book, instead of having traditional glossy pages, which would be pretty, but do it wire bound so that you could flip them and see the whole picture and not have part of it where it goes off. And because that's my one complaint in art books. They're
Mhm.
beautiful, but you know how you don't want to crack the spine, but you're like,
Right.
well,
You're
that
all
much
like
of it's
this.
usually gone. Do what? Well, yeah, and then you don't get to see as much of the art. I think we lost Carol. Carol, are you there? Usually it's me with the connection problems.
I
Do
know,
we
right?
know Savitar's
I'm
significant
six to
other?
10, but
Do what? Oh, there you are. What? I know his significant other. No clue. Maybe when we get closer. I might put some in Jane's book. I might do that.
okay.
Do you already have a pricing for the cards? Not yet. It's going to depend. I'm working with well, it's really hard to say uh, because we don't know how many. Price is going to be contingent on how many we sell. The more, I hate to say that, the more we sell, the cheaper the cards, the cheaper the price is. So if I could crystal ball. Unfortunately, my cards can't tell me how many to order. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, this is cool. See, yay, Carol Ann.
Oh, wow.
Carol and I were talking because when I first moved to that state, which will no longer ever be named because I have no affinity for it, it was weird because there was another writer who had moved in, and she was all huffy about, oh my God, everybody here is such Bible belts, blah blah blah, and I mean, she was just off on a roll. I said, really? Because I have not met another Christian yet. Everybody I knew, and it was a tiny little town at the time. All we had was McDonald's and nothing else. We didn't even have. I had to wait 6 weeks, 6 or 8 weeks to have a phone put into my house. A couple of months on my cable line. I mean, there was no cell service there for years. So when I say it's a tiny little town, it was a tiny little cow town, and there was nobody there. I think I was it for the Christian community. So though I met Tish, that she was the first one I met, or first person, not first pagan or Wicca, So, but yeah, it was just funny. And I was telling Carol, I guess I'm a magnet. It's kind of weird, but
Not
I thought,
had collection.
are we losing you again, Carol? Carol, you keep freezing.
I know, right?
Carol, you're back? Oh, there you
Yeah.
are. I hear you keep freezing. Am I freezing on your end?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch
Oh
setups
no, we're
so I
both
lose it.
freezing. Okay. Will we see more of Trajan and Jules anytime soon? Yes. Actually, they're both in the next Eve of Destruction book that I'm going to be doing, hopefully out this summer, or that I did. Well, oh my God, the one after that, not the one. Oh my God, the one I'm handing in soon. Oh my God, I'm going to get my dates straight. I was telling Carol I did not have enough sleep last night, and it shows. Carol, are you there? We've lost her again. Oh, let me see. I'm big. Hold on, let's see if we can get her added back in. Is there an official Dark Hunter family tree available somewhere? Sadly, no. One of the problems that we have with Dark Hunter, are you there, Carol?
Yeah, you have to switch over.
Oh, yay,
Oh, there
okay.
you go.
Is there an official Dark Hunter family tree? The problem with doing Dark Hunter, it's easy to do one for the league, and actually, I had to do one for the league because in the league, everybody is related. If you go far enough back down, and some of them are closely related, but like the Hawks are related to the Anatoles. So it's easy to do a family tree for them. With Dark Hunter, there are so many that have no relatives at all. Julian's not related to anybody. Grace isn't related to anybody. Um, Kyrion's not related to anybody, but well, Julian's related to Aphrodite. I'll take that back. Which then is that whole gigantic trying to do the Greek gods is a massive family tree. And then you look at something like the Devereaux, but they've got the one cousin. Other than that, they've got nobody in the series. So a family tree in Dark Hunter is just so unwieldy that it's I hate to say pointless, but it's easier. We've done a couple of offshoots, and maybe I'll do a couple of more, like with the Peltier family tree, to where you can see where they lay out. But to do one for the entire series is, yeah. Carol, you're still with me, right? Basically, I'm published with everybody. My main publisher, though, is Tor, but I also have books with HarperCollins. I've got them with Simon and Schuster, Blackstone. So if they're Berkeley, which is Random House, if they publish books, I've got something with them. But the Dark Hunters and most of the league, not all of the league. Well, no, not even all the Dark Hunters. Most of the Dark Hunters and most of the league are under Tor's banner. So, yeah, should be easy to answer that question, right?
And Chloe said hi, and Kim said hi.
Hey! Oh, yeah. I wish I had seen them. Oh, I didn't know they had one for Lord of the Rings. I bet those were very cool,
Yeah, me neither. That would be a new one.
right? Not yet, Kathy. We need time to get all the quotes in.
The
'Cause
full.
I'm trying to get this as reasonably priced as I can because I know how expensive just cards are in general. So I really would like for everybody to have a deck who wants a deck. So we're trying to keep it low. I don't want to get the cheapest guy in town because you'll get the cheapest looking cards. So I'm trying to find good quality and a good price for everybody so that I can keep that as low as possible.
Super.
Oh, here we go. Aw, thank you, Kim. That's so sweet. My birth date with my actual year,
With the
though.
year.
Ugh, ugh. I'm 35. Go right there. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Yeah, I'm so much older than 35.
With 20
God,
years
I'm gonna be a
experience.
multiple of 35. But anyway, I love you. I can give you the month and the day, but I really am squeamish on giving, aside, Kim, I'm not, but if you look it up, actually, I think mine's on Wikipedia. Is yours, Carol? Oh, we've lost her again. Carol. Anyway, I am pretty almost 100% sure you can find mine on Wikipedia,
Can't mean
which
I'm
is
lost. I think
oh,
I'm
there you
lost.
are.
I don't know.
Do what?
So I don't think you can find mine. I think I'm lost. But I'm a couple years older than Sherry is.
And I never let her forget that, ever. Like with one R, I never let one R forget she's 10 months older than me, especially as her birthday comes first. Here we go. The Greek gods and goddesses in the books are essential, but they don't overshadow the books. Did you do that on purpose? I did for many reasons. One, I'm not sure that the Greek gods aren't real, and I don't want to offend them because I'm sure Apollo. A lot of the stuff that happens to me, I might be Apollo coming for me. So you
I didn't
laugh,
think
but
of that.
I'm not
I did
kidding.
not think of that. I
Oh,
might
I
have
think
to
of it
look
every
into
time
that.
something really bad happens. Oh yeah, when it rains and it's not supposed to, I'm like, that's Apollo. So, and Artemis too, it's like, "Please don't hate me, please don't hate me." So, yeah. But I there are some stories I would love to eventually do, like, Psyche, and why I have to say Cupid, just for Julian, I have to call him Cupid. But, I think that would be there are several stories actually, and Hades and Persephone, I think would be a good great one to tell. Uh-oh, see, it's not just me. Carol, you're freezing whenever you move. Don't move. Remember earlier when we were doing the
Were we just real
statue?
still?
See, I can look like I'm frozen. We were doing that before we came in here.
Yep. And now look. And now look.
I know, right? No, no. I've got Tammy, I have stories that will last for eternity. I hope I get to tell most of them. I need to start making copious notes as I am no longer in my 20s, though, or even my 30s. So, no, it won't be. I'm hoping to keep doing the books for a long time to come. I don't have any intention of ending the series anytime soon. Oh no, be careful with your knee surgery. Oh, Kathy, good luck with that. And you probably haven't missed many of these because we've missed a lot too.
So true.
Exactly. Yeah, there will definitely be. I'm doing the part, or I've done actually. I've already done it. For those who don't know, the tarot cards. God, when did I start trying to do these? And oh my gosh, I've been trying to get the tarot cards out for a decade. It has been that long. Yeah, because this one sticks. So I actually wrote the guidebook for the cards. I'm gonna have to tweak it because some of the cards weren't in existence, and some of them have changed a little bit as we've worked through them. But my God, it really has been a decade. I'm old. So yeah, no, there will definitely be a guidebook because these are well, they're similar to what you're used to. Some of them, like the devil card, is unique. Well, ish. I mean, it's still kind of similar, but so yeah, no, I will definitely explain the symbolism that I've used. And as for the layouts, that is actually being written by our friend Tish Owen, who does cards professionally and has, I won't say how long because I don't want her to hurt me, but a long time. Aw, thank you. I try really hard because I think yeah, I hate spoilers myself. I used to watch movies, and I have to, especially with my youngest Ian, before they see them because my kids they will ask 900 questions. I don't ever want anything spoiled. And if they know it, they'll tell you, which drives me at the wall. So anytime there's a movie or anything, that's why I don't want to give spoilers for people because I just really don't like them. What about you, Carol? Are you a spoiler girl? Did we lose Carol again?
Just let me read it.
Do what?
Just let me read it.
Right. Are we going to you're going to Readers with me, right?
Yes, we'll be in Readers and Readers.
Yes, I will definitely be there. Carol will definitely be there. Somebody's gonna keep me awake to drive me. So, tell
Yeah.
Cameron to come. What is that?
Is that what we're talking about? Lord of the Rings tarot deck?
Wow. Oh, that looks amazing. Chloe, is that the deck?
Yeah, see? Look where it's at.
Where?
At
Target? For
Target.
real? Okay. Send me a link.
I mean,
I
it's on
need that.
Amazon and places too. I just thought I could look that up and see if it's still in
Thank
print.
you. I'm gonna go find me that. Alrighty.
I kept
Yes,
saying
Joe, I think case in point right there. Yes.
it. Yeah,
See?
see?
Always after me.
That's why I keep cutting it in and out.
Right? Samantha, that is my plan. Now, what Mary and Thrates do, that's up to them, but my plan is to give them their own book. What was that noise?
You go,
Maybe I'm trying to do Comic Con. We're hoping to do Comic Con. Another thing we are talking about earlier. So if all goes well, I will be. And usually, if
what's
I
that?
can, my store closed. Darn you, COVID. Yeah, I always did a book signing before Comic Con began, but my bookstore closed. So I'm not, if I can find a bookstore still open, which is very sad, I will I try to always do a book signing outside the event for those people who can't afford or can't get tickets. Because let's face it, Comic Con's hard to get into. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully I will be there soon. Carol, you're being quiet again.
I know, right? I'm just listening. I was just reading and catching up. Kim, I was born 7/27, July 27th.
I knew that.
I never remember dates.
I know, right?
Yeah, no,
I
I
need
miss
to do
everybody's.
Ohio. One of my dearest friends who actually is in Hawaii right now, so I'm a little miffed, lives in Columbus, and I need to go up there. I do, if for no other else than to go hang out with her and sign some books for you guys. We keep trying, but again, she's now abandoned us and is on a beach right now.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I want to be on a beach in Hawaii. I could write serious books on the beach in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
you could. Yep.
Instead of a family tree. Oh, Desiree, that is a heck. By the time I wrote all that out, I could do a couple of novels. Because yeah, when you're talking Dark Hunter, and I assume you're talking Dark Hunter, there's over 13,000 characters, and which is why I think it's kind of confusing at times. Um, you know, again, I've talked about doing a companion or something, but in order to do, and I would love to. I mean, I'm not giving you an excuse. I would love to. It's just I think you got until I get caught up with the fiction books, we're gonna have to put a kibosh on me doing any of that. I would love to do it. And I had plans to do it, and it was gonna be on the website, but 5 years ago. I know that's not an excuse, but that's the reason. It really is not an excuse. I had grandiose plans, and wouldn't it have been a great time in COVID if I hadn't been drawn into court every 2 weeks or less? If I could have been working on that as a project. But now that I'm not going to court every 2 weeks, I am doing everything I can to get caught up, particularly with the books, because I know more than the tarot cards or anything, that's what you guys want. But I am, old products that we had, like I said, I know a lot of you have been waiting for the tarot cards since I announced them back in 2012, 2013 when we first started talking about them. Y'all have waited so long and been so patient. And now that we have an artist and all, that's why we're bringing them out finally because you guys have been wonderful. And but I know the books. Right now I've got how many have I handed in? 3 or 4. I'm working to get the next one out so that you guys will be. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm sure y'all know how old I am. It's not a well-kept secret. I'm actually Dirt's and Dirt's second cousin. Yeah. Oh, when is 1R? Oh, 1R's birthday is so easy to remember. You know, don't you, Carol? Do you remember? And she's frozen again. Okay, 1R's is
No,
so
I'm
easy. You don't know? I thought I told you. Oh, sorry. Okay, Sherry, 1R, if you're watching this, Carol knows, she just forgot. Anyway, it's Groundhog Day. It's the
probably.
her her and my niece are on the same day. They're both groundhog babies, so you could never forget, which was helpful to me because I never could forget it.
So when was it?
It really
When is it?
Groundhog Day. 2/2, Groundhog Day. So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cool.
so guys, if you want me to remember your birthday, the best way to do it is have it on one of my
A
children's
ta
birthdays, which is why I remember Cameron Anderson's birthday, or have it on a holiday, because then I will never forget it. Otherwise, I barely remember. Well, actually, I only remember mine because mine's 2 weeks before Christmas. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. I try really hard. My mother, and I put it actually in Sunshine's book, Night Embrace Moisturizer. My mother was the queen of. She went to bed every night looking like a mummy because she had so much stuff packed on. And believe it or not, petroleum jelly.
I know Chloe said that's the wrong one. Don't get it.
What's oh, that's not it?
Yeah.
Le- Chloe, send us photos. We need them,
I guess I remade it because it was so well.
right? Krista, I agree. I hope to God that's the truth and that they don't come after me. Okay, those of you who keep putting my birthday year up, please stop. It's hurtful. It's so hurtful. I love you guys. Don't hurt me anymore. I don't want to think about it. It was a long, 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 long time ago. I'm very
Just a
sensitive about
number.
that because it is just a number, but I live with people who like to remind me that I went to school on a dinosaur and that Barney Rubble was my classmate.
I've never heard Kim say that. Kim, I've never heard her say that, I promise.
What? What did I miss? Heard me say what?
Kim hopped on, said hi. Did you go to
Okay.
school with Kim
With which Kim?
Turner?
Oh, Turner. Oh my God.
Not
Yeah,
what
no,
you
we went
call
to.
her.
We did.
Not what you
I met Kim when I first moved to Atlanta. I met her in fifth grade. She's one of my first friends I made here. Yeah, Kim knows my age. I love you, Kim. She actually lives around, or did live around the corner from me and my brother for years and years. So I love her. And her house was almost across the street at an angle from Sherry's, from one ours. We
Wow.
all went to school together. I know. Jessica, we do have a couple of new colors. I can't remember what they are. Oh my gosh, we got them. What were they? No, Amanda's an old one. Brenna. Oh, we got a couple of new ones. I can't remember what they are now. But they should be on the website, or you could always do staff at mightybarnacle.com, and the guys in the store will be able to tell you. Yeah, like here. Yes, Carol, you're correct. We do. We had some new shades. I know we had them for Dragon Con. We had at least two. It may have been more than that, but I know there were two new ones for Dragon Con. I agree, Rogue. I do. I like to be teased. I don't like to be spoiled. Well, unless we're talking chocolate. Carol, did you freeze again? You're being so quiet tonight.
No.
Oh, not all the books are available in hardback. I'm trying to remember. There's actually still quite a few that aren't, like One Silent Night, um, Guardian. I know there are others. None of the Dream Hunters were ever released as hardcovers. So, yeah, I got a large number of books that aren't available that were never done in hardback. So, I know, big sad. I really would like to do Born of Ice. For those who don't know, this is the 20th. No. Oh my god. 30th. 93 to now. Yeah, that's 30 years, right? Oh my god, I'm old. 30th anniversary for when the first League book came out this August will be 30 years from when the first novel hit the stands. Oof.
There you
Scary,
go.
right? Well, depending on when you are in fall, I am always at DragonCon with Carol.
Yes.
So that's Labor Day weekend, and then this year
Right.
we're gonna have Books and Barbecue,
Right.
which I've got to get that page up.
Which is
Oh!
a month
Oh!
later.
No, I can't tell you that. Mm, but I can tell you this. I
Wait,
know
wait.
it's killing me. It's like I almost let something out I wasn't supposed to. But I can tell you guys this. I got to see the actual mock-up for the semi sauce. So that's gonna be available very soon. And we can't unfortunately, we can't ship it because 'cause we're not you have to have special I forgot what all it has to come from the people who manufacture it. We can't because we don't have the license for food, and that's
Right.
a whole yeah. Which it's sad because I would have loved to have had some semi sauce in our semi box. I thought that would be cool, but unfortunately. But but I'm doing a lot of budding, aren't I? However, the company that's making the sauce is going to have it available soon, and they're gonna have it on their website. I can't wait to share that link because it looks so fun and it tastes so good. Oh, and you will love this, Carol, because I think I read it to you. It's calorie friendly, it's diabetes friendly, it has no carbs, it's amazing. Well, it has 1
Right.
carb,
Like
but
5
that's it.
calories a serving. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
5 calories a serving, it's amazing. Simi would be so proud. Yes, a lot of the characters and their kids have pets. Oh gosh, there's Omari has a dog, Simi's got a cat. Um, there's a Julian has a dog. I'm trying to remember all the characters with pets. There are bunches of them. And my favorite, Nick has the Lorenas, which his daughter hates. But yeah, yeah, I have a lot of pets too. How about, well, Carol, you know, you just have your stray cats. You have a
Yeah.
glaring. I'm so I have a cat. You
Those are
have a
mine
glaring.
now.
How many cats are out there that you
I
feed?
have one who has a familiar, but at least 7 with 2 pregnant mamas.
Holy cow. See, I just got the
Mm.
cat, the dog, and a couple of birds, but
They're not out here, they're
you got it
feral,
all.
they live around me. I will go through and feed them, but none of them are house cats.
Mine is, and spoiled rotten, much like, the people who live here with me. Well, Aaron and his pals get their own books. I would love to. I almost wanna do, like, a spinoff once I wrap up the Nick books. I would all the plans I have if I live that long. I would love, love, love to do, like, a little spinoff series 'cause I think they're hilarious. Kazeel and yeah, Aaron, I just those characters, they were supposed to be just kind of throwaway characters, but every now and again, you'll Zarek was a throwaway character, and you'll create this character, and they become so amazing. What about you, Carol? I know you probably had characters like that where they're supposed to have a walk-on role, and suddenly they're trying to take over the book.
You and then you have to write just
Oh, you're breaking up again. Carol, do you have an event you would love to do that you've never done?
no, because I don't see being indie. I didn't know events existed. So
Mm.
I wrote for the first 12 years with nothing,
Oh,
no
wow.
knowledge that there was even a convention, whatever, that you could go to and even learn anything more about.
Ah, well, I can answer the question for me. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
you're breaking up again. Are you there? Did you finish? I can't tell.
I'm here.
Okay, good. I couldn't hear the finish.
I'm
I
here.
didn't want to talk over. But, yes, I want to
Yeah.
attend any convention that they have in Japan or Hawaii. I don't care what it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I would, yeah, happily. Or Scotland or London. So, yeah, there are a lot I would like to attend.
Well, that
Sadly,
wouldn't be bad at all.
and I would love to do, well, I've done it though, so no, it's one I have never done. Australia does an amazing convention, but yes, I would love to
Aha,
do.
no. So I'm just
Aw,
learning they're out there.
aw, thank you so much, Amber. I appreciate you, girl. Mwah. Thank you, dear. And then that one didn't come in. Happy birthday,
I know,
Elizabeth.
right?
Aw, that
See,
is
attached to a
amazing.
thing.
Oh, I was born on my aunt's birthday, but my dad wanted to name me after her, so my name could have been Ethel. I am so glad my mother won that fight because my mother and my Aunt Ethel did not get along. Thank you, God.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, right? Yeah. Can you just see me, Ethel McQueen? Although she was a Mac, so, that's kinda, yeah, she's a Mac too, so there we go. Yes, you will get an email and you will have, oh, I'm sorry, you're what? What'd you say?
So Kim said you and her match.
We match what?
You match birthdays.
Kim, which Kim?
Hunt or Kim Hunt of our real estate. Turner.
Kim and I don't have matching birthdays.
She just said that y'all are the same age, not that.
Oh, yeah, we are that. Yeah. Actually, I think she's a born in the year after me. I'm pretty sure.
So she trying to make you feel better?
Yeah, because I drove first, so I'm relatively sure. Because back then, unlike my children are like, you keep driving me for a few more years. We ran to get our driver's license when I'm that old. So, as I recall, I drove a lot before Kim got her car.
We still had to do this to pass the test.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that crap. Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
Everyone going,
Ah.
what the heck is that?
Yeah, that was yeah. Oh, and I had somebody do that on the road a few well, I guess a week back or so. My brain was like, "Wait, I know this." Come out from the bowels, probably where I hid my car keys, but, oh my god. Yeah.
Exactly. I go with Mickey. It's not how old you are, it's how you feel.
I like that, yeah.
There are
Yeah.
some days.
I'm trying to think if I want to now that might be a spoiler. I know, I'm thinking. I didn't freeze. I'm
I
like,
was gonna say, yeah, no.
"Hmm,
Hmm.
hmm." I think that might be a spoiler. So I'm gonna decline to answer because but, well, I guess I could answer it and it wouldn't 'cause if I don't tell who.
Oh.
So, yeah, there are well, Talon still works for it, so we know that one. So, yeah, there are people but they're not under her, if that makes any sense. I mean, they're still doing Dark Hunter kinda stuff. There's actually well, Valerius does too. So no, there are a lot of them who still help the Dark Hunters out even though they have their soul back. So, I guess that's the easiest way to answer that. I
Oh.
read it wrong in the mid I read it wrong in the beginning. I was thinking Zarek, but that's okay. So, yes, there are a lot of people who still because they're friends. Yeah, and actually now that they have their souls back, they can actually go in and help the Dark Hunters, which they can't do as Dark Hunters because they dream powers. So, yeah. Yes, there are definitely going to be more League books. The next Eve of Destruction, you guys don't want to miss it because it's got something in it that you're going to want to see. I promise.
Better answer a couple questions quick.
What happened?
We're at an hour.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay.
so throw
I
them in
I will answer wills.
there.
There are 13,000. Yes, there actually are 13. I have the database to prove there are truly 13,000 characters. I don't put them in a book at once, and that's why. Yeah, no, five's a good number. The key to it is, I mean, when I say there are 13,000 Dark Hunter characters, I mean, when you think about how many are in any given book, I mean, there's probably 50 to depend if it's, you know, Ash. Um, Ash had, I don't know how many characters were in his book. So it really depends, but there probably was 100 or more in Ash. But no, you're talking about a series with Dark Hunter. I published the first short. No, I can't talk. I published the first short story in 1984, and the first novel in 2002. That was a long gap. That was a hard 20 years, but anyway. So there are a lot, and I'm not counting the short story characters because there are a lot of characters that I used in the short stories that have never appeared in the novels, like Gregorio Det, um, Larry. There are just tons of them that went the byway when I started writing the books. Um, but the book series now is on its 21st year. And then, like I said, with the League's now 30 years old, and I started writing short stories for the League. Oh God, I think I published the first one when I was 16 or 17. So I've been doing League for a long time, and those characters I do include, but League does not have, ironically, doesn't have nearly as many characters because again, that's a recurring cast. Whereas Dark Hunter, every time there's a new book, you get a whole set. Like the Dream Hunters came in with a whole new division of the pantheon they answer to. You got all the demons that were in there, and because the diversity, I guess, of the Dark Hunters. That's why, when I do something like Retribution, there are characters that just like Chiclata. I don't really need Chiclata in Ash's book because they're not friends. So that's one of the ways I deal with it. Is if a character isn't needed in a book, I don't use them in a book. Just like with the League books, I don't bring every character in on a League book unless they're with um, Eve and Jinx, you only meet Nicarian because you don't. I don't want to bog the readers down, but there are a whole new set of characters in Eve that are instrumental, and as you saw, Nicarian interacts with them. So, did I answer that question? Is that long and convoluted?
Hope so.
I think I got that. So yeah, I guess the short way to answer it because I'm Southern, I do nothing short. Um, don't introduce a character you don't need. And that's the best thing I can ever tell you, especially when you've got a long running series. Because
Exactly.
I really would. I'd love to have Jaden and Thorn and Savitar and Ash. Well, I think Ash pretty much is in every. No, I think there's a book or two he's not in. Or Styx. I'd love to put them. Or Seth. Oh my God, I still love Seth. He's one of my favorites. Um, but if I put every single character I've created in every single book, it'd bog down real fast. So Sasha's another one. I would love to have Sasha in books. He was hilarious in Queen of All Shadows. So, but sometimes they just don't fit, no matter how hard we try to shoehorn them in. And I will answer one more. I lied. And then we're done. Sorry, guys. I'm glad y'all are with us. Yes, I actually did a World War II book that will be out next year called Paris is Burning. Which it pains me to think World War II is historical now, but it is. So there are. Will I do them like I did Kinley McGregor? Well, Shadowfallen actually was very similar, in my opinion, to Kinley McGregor. What you guys don't know is Kinley McGregor had paranormal things they made me take out. A lot of them, especially the original Seawolves books. There was a whole character that had to go because my editor's like, I see you sneaking that paranormal into your historicals, remove it. So yeah. But I never say never, I'm hoping. I love writing historicals. I thoroughly enjoyed Paris's Burning, so. Oh, okay, I lied. One more. Swear, one more, because this is an
Oh,
important one. Will we have transportation from the hotel? Yes, absolutely, because, there while you can park where at the event, the venue, it's kinda hard to find if you're not used to it, and let's face it, backwoods Georgia is a little scary for people who aren't used to the country. I get that, because we saw a dire wolf.
that's right. In her hometown.
Yeah, no, seriously, it was a true to life, swear in the flesh. That thing was that was not a dog, and it was not a wolf. This thing was
But it was
huge.
white in the headlights.
Oh yeah, it's either a shapeshifter or a dire wolf or a grizzly bear miniature. I don't know. That was a
That
big
albino
one,
grizzly bear.
but it moved like a dog. It did not move like a bear. So I go back to that was a dire wolf we saw. I don't remember the event, but it was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
yeah. I don't want you guys getting eaten by that thing that we saw because I don't know where it went to. It moved fast.
Yeah, it took over half the road in one leap,
Like the gate
half of the lane, and then
was
off.
the
And
gator you too? Or was that
mhm.
Nancy? Were you in the car when the gator took up the road? That was you, right?
But yeah, we're coming
Yeah.
back from
What is
look
it
at the
with me and
beach.
you? What is it with me and you? We all these weird things.
That was
That was
his highway. We didn't need to be on 75. All his.
yeah, that was a brave gator because all I'm saying is that mama needs a new suitcase and shoes. I'm kidding. I don't wear alligator. But my granddaddy used to eat him some gator. I'm just saying, I have had me some gator, and gator ain't bad
Yeah, buddy.
eating. You put
That's
you
right.
put some
We done
slap
had
your
lunch.
mama on that. Yeah, you put some slap your mama on that gator. That's some good eats. I'm just
There you go.
or semi sauce on
Sippy sauce. Yeah, that'd be some chowing down white meat right there. Mama, mama, mama.
with a little bit of rice, some andouille. That'd be some good stuff. There. I'm just
You
saying.
better rice you up some cauliflower.
Yeah, I have whole wheat rice.
Yes. Yes, by all means, because it's grass seed. You eat all the grass seed you want.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for
Ah,
spending another week with us. Are we here? We're here next week, right?
yes.
Or is that
Mhm,
Williamsburg?
mm. Yeah, I think
We're
we get 2
leaving.
weeks in a row, and then we're on back on the road.
Yeah. So we will be here next week. For those questions we didn't get to answer, please bring them back next week.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
then
please.
I would say sadly, but actually I love Williamsburg. So it'll be a happy trip. And I got great company. So,
Yeah, see, there you go. We love it.
and we love you guys. So y'all
Yeah,
be
you guys
safe.
have a great, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got my corned beef ready to go, and I might maybe still have my little green
Which
punch I made, but I don't know because my kid keeps getting into it. And my soda bread. Maddie was like, "She won't miss it." Please don't eat all my soda bread. I love you, son. I might have to kill you tonight. Anyway, you
there
guys
you
take
go.
care. Mwah. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Thanks for being here. Love y'all.